my name is Samuel, and today we shall be rounding out the LEGO Ninjago Season 9 Hunted sets with the 70658 Oni Titan, which of course, like I just stated, this is the last one I have got to review, and that doesn't include like the full packets because I don't really include them at all. To be honest, I don't think anyone does. Please, if you do, let me know. That'd be quite interesting to see, because what are your thoughts on those full packs anyway? I'm going to start, I don't want to start ranting about those, but anyway, we have the 522 pieces, 4 minifigures, and this did originally retail for £45, $50 and €50. And I remember when this got revealed, it kind of just came out of nowhere, and it was like midnight, I want to say, and I was like, oh my, yes, this, honestly, I was really excited, because I thought this is just such a pivotal part of the back half of season 8 and season 9, and yeah, I was like, yes, this is great. And yeah, that pause, I always, to be honest, I always forget about Hands of Time. Honestly, I forget about that season. But yeah, honestly, guys, I think this is actually a really awesome set. Like, I can't lie, it's great. It's a shame, like, when I look at the figures, it should have been much bigger. I feel like it should have been Voltron style, like, massive. Like, imagine if it was, like, £200. Yes, that'd be expensive, and it'd be a lot harder to get, but it honestly would be incredible. So let's take a look at the minifigures, and I'm actually going to film this in order for once, and then we'll take a look at the main build and then my overall thoughts on the set itself. So taking a look at Lloyd and Nia, and you already know what I'm about to say. Lloyd is inaccurate. Why on earth does he have that flag? And yes, you are very right, I am so going to say that, and I did say that. But yeah, as you can see, we have Lloyd and Nia is actually accurate apart from her weapon, which is pretty nice to say for once. And yeah, you can see that weapon, which honestly, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like, I have to admit, I really like this weapon. It's sadly it's not accurate, because I actually wouldn't mind seeing it. It looks pretty awesome. And Lloyd, yes, he does have this really annoying flag. Like, why does Lloyd have a flag? Like, this is meant to be like a final battle. I don't get why he would be lugging a flag around unless it had some like a big significance to the plot, like some magic, or maybe it had the Forbidden Spin Jutsu scroll. I know this is like a couple seasons early, but still. But yeah, honestly, that looks pretty cool. I have to admit, I actually do like the flag print. Sticker. The print on the sticker. That is why I always say it, because when I refer to a print, I always think of it like it's printed both ways. It's either printed on a sticker sheet or it's printed on an element, and here it's just printed on a sticker sheet, then put on the element. And they've still got printing involved. I don't know. Of course, it is mostly cheaper. But anyway, here you can see Lloyd and Nia, and there is Lloyd's back printing there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm actually looking at their front printing mainly. It looks pretty awesome. Lloyd has the main sword, and you can see the toe printing for both of them. And Nia, of course, has that great printing, and I honestly am so excited. This video is actually taking place on the Friday after the video. It's the 11th today, so yeah, I've actually, yeah, it takes place after, so yeah, we know about the Nia potentially getting her own focus. But yeah, there you can see that, which is really awesome with her facial printings and all of that. So yeah, that is a really awesome minifigure. And then you can see we have Lloyd, which again is pretty awesome. And then if we quickly move over to the left, you can see we have Lloyd here, which again, I think that's really great, and that is just what the printing looks like. And they both should have the armor piece. These armor pieces, what they should have. Nia shouldn't. But yeah, that is Lloyd, which honestly I think is a really awesome minifigure. Now let's take a look at Garmadon and Harumi. So then taking a look at Emperor Garmadon, which is what he is now known as during season 8. Yes, finally said it right. And then Princess Harumi, or Rumi, or the Quiet One, or whatever you want to call her. And it's annoying that we didn't get a casual Harumi. Like, it would have been great to at least get one of them. Like, I think, yeah, looking at the temple, I don't even know, maybe just any of the sets I think would have been fine for a casual Harumi. What if they did like a little one, like, I don't know, Lloyd's Adventure at Night or something like that, and it comes with him in the grey hoodie, casual Harumi in like a little bridge, and I don't know, like a civilian, and when they're handing out food, because that was quite a big character moment, I would say, because then that was like sort of like, it was when they started first bonding, and then it like set up like the whole of using Lloyd, so that was quite a big story element, I would say, that when I guess underlooked. But anyway, here you can see then which Garmadon. What on earth is going on with Garmadon? Why does he have all of these weapons? Like, why? I don't get this. This honestly is insane. So, yeah, let's just remove all of these weapons, because I don't get it. And I've just pulled his hand out, but here we can see their back. So looking at the printing of first off on Garmadon, I want to sort of do these separately. There you can see that he has all of this like nice oozing printing, which I think looks pretty cool. And the idea of this, well, it's actually great they didn't reuse the LEGO Ninjago movie on, which I would have been really annoyed if they had. And some people thought they did when they didn't. It's basically because the process gets interrupted at the end, and he never gets quite fixed, which, oh, looking at it. So does that mean that he still has half of his ribs sticking out? Oh, okay. That's interesting. I've just only thought of it in that way. But yeah, honestly, I think this is such a great minifigure. And there you can see his back printing. And honestly, I thought the way that they brought Garmadon back was so good. It was so risky bringing him back. They easily could have ruined him after his redemption. But the way that they brought him back and it was only he's evil, no good, and he didn't even have... Like, remember when he looks at the photo and he didn't even recognise himself? That was in Season 10, March of the Oni. I was like, wow, that's so good. There you can see that. And then here you can see Harumi, which I think good Garmadon may or may not return. I guess he... I don't know. Like, honestly, I can never make my mind up. I think he will or won't. But anyway, here you can see the printing, which honestly I think is really awesome. I really like Harumi's printing there. There you can see all of that. And yeah, honestly, I think this Harumi minifigure is just really well done there. You can see the printing on the front. And yeah, then looking at the back there, you can see that we have some, I don't know, silver printing, some nailing printing, and there again on the front with the boots. And there you can see her face print looking angry and a bit more stern there. But that is the quiet one. So now let's take a look at the Oni Titan mech itself. So starting off at the bottom with the feet of the Oni Titan here, you can see that. I nearly keep saying mech because you've got the Titan mech coming out next year. But I keep thinking, is that a titanium mech? But it's not, it's the Titan mech. That is really confusing. But anyway, taking a look at this, you can see how it's built, which honestly I think is really cool. And the annoying part is so it put like that's the position it like shows you in the manual, having the legs. I don't know, it doesn't exactly work, I would say, because I don't know, it just don't go as even, I guess is the best term for it. But yeah, there you can see that, which honestly is really cool. You can see that the printing, I really just like the natural part of it. And yes, this is what I mean. Finally, someone at LEGO finally gets what I'm thinking here. But do this on Ant-Man and Group, all of those other characters. It would look so good. Add some stickers. It would look so good, honestly. It would look incredible. And I'm really tempted to maybe like do a video on that, maybe. I guess I will. I swear I've referenced that before. Maybe I would. But anyway, there you can see then we have the knee joints, which are the Sensei Wu hats, which is quite funny. I think I'll be seeing that piece here again in one of the sets I'll review after this, or maybe after lunch, one of the two. But anyway, there you can see it has this waist cape, sort of like a Jedi, which is honestly pretty cool. I have to admit, I like the look of that. I think it's cool that they've used the track for it. It's so different. I wouldn't expect them to use it for this. But yeah, it works really well. Then you can just see that there's some plating under there. And yeah, honestly, I think this looks really cool. Like, I like the look of it. It looks cool. There you can see we have the side of the leg, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, moving back round to this side past the back, which honestly is perfectly done. You can see that, which is really cool. And yeah, honestly, I think this looks really awesome. I really like the look of this mech. I think it's done pretty well. I have to admit, I think it is done really well. So moving up from the waist cape to the right-hand side here, you can see we have these swords, which honestly are pretty cool. But no, these really wind me up. Like, it just looks so bad, and then it starts like pushing this up, and it just doesn't fit that comfortably as it like says in the manual it should. Like, it shows how it should be. It just doesn't fit that smooth, and honestly I prefer just to keep him out. I don't even know, does he keep him in there? Like, I don't even think you see him in there because he just like smashes it because he's much bigger. But these I generally stick down the back of the shelf, as you've most probably seen in my room tour, which I'm definitely going to redo that at some point. Honestly, I'm not happy with that video. It just, the quality isn't good, and I would say I've advanced in my editing a lot more since then. But there you can see that we have these rock elements, which I don't like the fact it's symmetrical. I feel like they should have just roughed it up a bit more just to make it look a bit more random. But yeah, then you can see up there, which is pretty cool. I'm taking a look at the right arm. You can see that looks pretty cool, like the moss and just all of the elements. And yeah, I think that looks cool. You've got that silver part, you've got the blue, and yeah, honestly, I think that looks really awesome. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I have to admit, I like the look of that hand. I like the moss and everything. And there is these disc shooters, which if you press that in, these do come out, and you get 2 extra in this set, which you may have seen in the intro, and you will see in the outro. And if I remember it, hopefully, I forgot with Aragog for getting the spiders. But yeah, honestly, I think it just works really well, and I love the look of it. And I think the best part is the hand, like the fist works really well, because as I just said, in another scene, he just goes around smashing all of the buildings, which honestly, that's such a big part. So of course it is good that they've made it like accurate, and it can do that if that is how you wish. And you can just attach the swords simply by putting it in that Technic hole, which is pretty cool. And yes, those elements are in the right way around. Yeah, so then what you can do, you just slide them in. You can sort of position the thumb where you want, and you put the fingers in there. And yeah, honestly, I think that looks pretty good. It doesn't look the best, but yeah, it works okay. And if we quickly remove that, you can just see that one last time, which that is pretty cool. And then moving over to the left-hand side one, which I guess I should have started with this one. There you can see that it's basically just mirrored, but for the left, you have the finger with the blue stud, and these fingers, which is pretty awesome. And that's launching feature again. And there, of course, you can see the arm again, which is pretty cool. I have to admit, I do like it. Like, I think it's honestly really well done. It's just a shame that it's not much bigger. There you can see we have these stickers, which honestly, I think these stickers are really cool. And there you can see the body printing. So there is that. And now let's quickly move up, which then moving up there, you can see we have the Stone Titan, sorry, the Oni Titan's mech, not the Stone mech, because so many mechs at the minute. My brain is, because I guess I've been talking about one mech I'm talking about this one, I've got the other one because I'm still sort of in season 13 mode. So many mechs going on here. But anyway, there you can see that face print, which honestly I think is pretty awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it looks really good. I guess there's a bit of blank spot which I don't like. I just remember when I saw it, I was a bit like, oh, that's a little bit annoying. But there you can see that, and wow, geez, that is a strong reflection. But yeah, there you can see the shoulder pads, which are pretty awesome. I have to admit, I like the way that's done. I always like it when they overlap those elements. It just creates a bit more level of detail. You have a tree on the shoulder here, and that, which honestly, this I think is just such a well done like build. Because the thing I like about it is that the fact it's not just an ordinary Ninjago mech. You know, it's not just a mech. It's sort of like well, it is a character itself. It's more of a character pack. You get this whole character, and it's so pivotal for Ninjago. And I really hope when we get Balls Tower, if we get Balls Tower, like, please, Lego, the fans want Balls Tower. I'm pretty sure any City fan would still want a Balls Tower because it would look great. Like, hopefully it would scale well against it. But yeah, that is what I think of this set, guys. Now let's quickly go on to like the final verdict and my final thoughts. Overall, guys, I think this is a really awesome set with all of the details, including that one, which I did also forget to show earlier. So that's complete. It's like good that they've done a bit more random pattern up here. Shame they didn't do it down here. But honestly, like I've said, this set's got so much detail. There's the extra elements. I've also given Lloyd his pad, taken that off, and given Garmadon that purple part because I think that just works much better. But yeah, honestly, I think this is just such an awesome set. It's really well done. I like the way it just looks so natural. That is the word, like I say, with the dragons. Finally figured out that word. I don't know. I think I realized it in one of the videos. But yeah, honestly, this is such a good set. And I think it's just really interesting that they did it. And it's a shame that it's not bigger, but still. And the thing I want to say about interesting, I've been looking at like the statistics. And it's so strange how the best performing video was the Dieselnaut and the Dragon Pit. It's done pretty bad, which I'm really surprised about. So yeah, what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until tomorrow's video, I'll see you there. Bye for now.